What's going on? It's Suck and I'm back with a brand new video on SuperDuprTech. Now in today's video I shall be showing you what the still images and video footage was like that I captured on the 2021 iPad mini. I will be showcasing video footage from daylight and nighttime from both the front and rear cameras. I will also be uploading my full and in-depth review of this iPad mini over the coming days, so if you are yet to do so, then go ahead and subscribe, as you'll be one of the first 5,000 people to do so. So without any further ado, let's hit the titles. So let me mention this briefly. The iPad mini has one rear camera and information on this camera is now on screen. Once again, we see that Apple have chosen to keep the pixel count to 12 megapixels, which does mean that this iPad mini is capable of recording 4K video. You'll also find that the front FaceTime HD camera on this iPad mini has a pixel count of 12 megapixels, which does mean technically it could record 4K video, but due to the wider 122-degree field of view does mean that Apple have limited it to recording full HD video, which is 1920 by 1080p at 60 frames per second. You'll also find that this front FaceTime HD camera has an aperture of f2.4, which does mean that when it comes to taking images in low light scenarios, that it isn't necessarily the strongest here. But once again, due to that wider field of view, it does make it very good for when taking these group images. So I'll leave this to yourselves for you to make your minds up on the cameras, and you'll hear my thoughts on this in the full review. So be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. So let's see what this iPad mini is actually capable of. So this is a front full HD at 60, so that's 1080p video test on the 2021 iPad mini. How do I sound? How does the video footage look? It does look quite cropped in, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, how do I look? How do I sound? The video footage, does it look quite shaky? How does it look? At the end of the day, you know, I can see that it's overexposing for the sky. So if I tap on that, there we are, it's exposed for it. But let's tap back on my face there just to focus in. My hair is a complete mess. But yeah, how do I sound? How does the footage look? Does it look quite shaky? Of course, this is the ultra wide camera, so if I stop for a minute and just like that, you can see that the lens itself is very wide, and I've got the sun right behind me, so it is struggling to somewhat you know, focus for it and expose for it, but as soon as I turn away from it and get the sun in my eyes, you can see that the clouds are decently exposed again, and the background looks decent. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think? It looks decent, but if I'm being honest with you, I would have loved to have had a higher quality, you know, camera on the front. Just my thoughts, but at the end of the day, it's iPad mini, not iPad Pro mini. Yeah. So this is a front-facing FaceTime HD camera test on the 2021 iPad mini. Now this is being recorded at full HD at 60 frames per second, and you should get a good idea as to how the video looks, how stable it is, how my voice sounds. Of course, I am literally right in front of it. I'm probably about half a meter away, foot and a half. Yeah, you can't really make out my face almost ever, unless there is some sort of light shining at me. It is really not that dark behind me, it really is not. I can clearly see the path, but the camera on this is not being able to pick up much light. Of course, this is a ultra wide camera, so if I zoom out, it should look a lot wider, and as you can tell, everything around me looks really dark. Just for comparison's sake, this is what it looks like on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. So this is now being recorded on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and as you can see, I mean, even away from the light and going a little further down this dark path, you can see a lot more around me. You can actually make out my face, you can make out the logo on my clothing, you can make everything out. I mean, yes, it's a poor image, but at the end of the day, it's still workable and you can still see me. So yeah, to be completely honest with you, I do think that Apple need to do something and work out how to put an ultra wide camera in the front that will also perform very well in low light environments, as this is abysmal to say the least. But considering what center stage brings with this ultra wide camera, it is useful, but just make sure you got some good lighting around. So what you guys have been listening to and seeing is 4K 60 footage that has been shot on the 2021 iPad mini. Of course, I am stood directly behind it. So how do I sound from behind? How does the ambient noises sound? How does the video footage sound? Well, how does it look? I should probably say. But yeah, what do you think? In all fairness, I think it does look fairly decent. It's exposing very well for the clouds. But yeah, what do you think? So that will be it for today's video. I will leave links down below in this video's description to where you can download the footage and view it on your own devices. And while you're down there, you'll also find links to my social media sites. So if you have got any questions, then be sure to comment down below in the comment section, or why not go and hit me up over on Twitter. As I mentioned earlier, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you are new around here, then be sure to subscribe, clicking the bell icon to be notified of when a new video goes live. Once again, thank you very much for watching, take care, and have a good one.